I want to talk about 7-hydroxymetragedine. 7-hydroxy right here. I have 1,000 milligrams from David. It's the best brand I've ever had. Here it is. 200 milligrams per tablet. I take 1,000 milligrams a day. Sometimes 500. Half the time 500. Last month I was taking 3,000 milligrams a day. Because I was rich as fuck. Honestly, I had an unbelievable amount of money at the time. So, and this is amazing medicine. Look how good I look. Look how good my skin is. Basically spotless. And I shave every day. So I was just getting razor burn before I was doing 7-0 2 years ago, and this has completely stopped it. So I already had a pack this morning with 1.5 tablets, so I took that, so 300 milligrams. Now I'm taking 200 more, so 500 milligrams. It literally is the only way I can sleep is taking 7-hydroxy. Kratom, it works too, but barely. I still wake up multiple times throughout the night for literally hours because Kratom just sucks. Kratom is a plant medicine. It's still good for you, very good for you, but it just doesn't work. This works. This works. This makes you social. This makes you want to go and love people. And in the beginning of taking Kratom for the first year, yes, it does do the same thing, but nowhere near this. It does not actually do the same thing. Sorry, let me roll my window up. I'm here in support of 7-hydroxy. I want it to stay as a plant medicine like it is right now. It does not need any regulations because no one has died from it. It's totally lies. Nobody at all has overdosed from 7-hydroxy. That is complete lies. MGM-15, no. I take that, and this has MGM-15 in it. And there's absolutely no way you can overdose on Pseudo and Doxil on 7-0 or MGM-15. I've been taking them for 2 years daily. Before that, I was taking it for 1.5 years or 2, but I was mixing Kratom in there, so that I could have a very low 7-0 tolerance because I loved the effects of it so much that it was like a very amazing, just pleasurable treat. And no, this is not gas station heroin. This is not a gas station drug. This is an Asian plant extract that is very exotic, very luxurious, very just divine, like straight up. This is a divine substance right here. And it is, in that way, it's a heart opener. It's something that literally is spiritual 100%. It makes you enlightened. It makes you completely enlightened in every way. It makes you completely joyous and overfilled with ecstasy and not a drunk high way. It makes you completely more sober than you've ever been in your entire life. Let me take it right now. Great, fun flavor. And if you have Didim in your gum, go get it immediately. Immediately. It is the strongest. And it's the most consistent. And it's the highest quality 7-0 I've ever had. And I've had over 100 brands. Guaranteed. Way over 100 brands. Yeah, so my other favorite brand is Fizzy, but we're not going to talk about that kind of stuff. I really want to be able to make a difference in this banning. I want it to stop. This is my daily medicine that I've been taking daily for 2 years, over 2 years, like almost 3. And the fact that they're just going to just literally out of nowhere completely like just overthrow our daily medicine that we need for mental health and everything. This is disgusting. They can't do this to us. We need this because there's other bad options out there that I don't want to do. I have literally no want to do Suboxone or anything like that. I don't want anything like that. That is not what this is. It's not like Suboxone. It's not like any of that trash stuff. It doesn't make you constipated. It doesn't have side effects at all. There's no side effects to taking 7-0. There's 0 side effects. The only possible side effect you could have is if you took an insane amount when you have 0 tolerance at all. Then you could get a little bit nauseous. That's it. That is literally all that happens. Nothing else. There is nothing. The withdrawals, they are not what people are trying to say. It's total lies. I've done it for this long, and I can go days randomly like randomly days, and I do not withdraw. I do not withdraw like that. That is not true. That is not true. Before I took it, I couldn't sleep good. Before I was taking Kratom and 7-0, and when I don't take them, yes, I sleep, but barely, because that's how it was before. That's not a withdrawal. That's what these people are delusional for. They think that just because they have issues in life that were already there before, or just have developed in life because they're old and all this stuff, like that doesn't, you don't get to blame that on a literal antioxidant. 7-0 is an antioxidant. It is good for your body. It's proven now that Kratom and 7-0, and especially 7-0 because it's a very potent extract of antioxidants, like just a concentrated antioxidant dose. It is something that literally kills cancer cells. It kills tumor cells. It does beautiful things for the body. It clears out and detoxes the body. It lowers cortisol instantly. How are you going to ban something which the effect of it that you're trying to say is high is literally cortisol lowering? It's something that is extremely beneficial for the body, and it has saved my life. It has literally saved my life. I've gotten cheated on twice in the past 2-3 years by the same person. I just got cheated on them and finally ended the relationship out of nowhere. I was dating the woman, and she was with another man for literally 2 months of us, or 3 months of us talking and dating and sleeping with each other. And I didn't know that she was doing all these things that I noticed because of the literal, pretty much alignment from 7-0. I knew what she was doing. It always made me know what was going on. It made me extremely aware, extremely self-aware, extremely just in tune with reality and with everything going on around me. That's why it made me want to work more, it made me want to make more money, it made me have the energy to actually get through my day and do everything I need to do. It is a beautiful miracle medicine. It is beyond a miracle medicine. There's nothing that has ever been like 7-0 in the history of mankind. Nothing that is this spot on to what your needs are as a human being. It is literally a just miracle. It's just a miracle. It is something that cannot be banned. It cannot be banned. I would literally fight to the death to get this stuff to be saved. We all need, anyone watching this, we need to come together. We need to post these videos. If you're watching this, I encourage you to absolutely make a video today, right now, if you have time, whenever you have time the next time. Don't forget, even make a reminder on your phone, because this is so important. This is your life. This is the rest of your life, because you know they're not going to ever unban it after the 3 years. They're going to keep it illegal as a Schedule 1 substance. That is so evil. This is not a substance like that. It is not a potent opiate. It is not a heroin drug like that. No, not at all. It doesn't make you dizzy. It doesn't make you anything like an opiate would. I have literally had prescribed opiates before. I know what they feel like. And this is not the same thing. I've literally taken Suboxone before, not for withdrawals or anything, but just because a person I knew had it and let me try it years ago. And it was so crazy compared to this. 1 milligram, or like a half crumb of milligram, was so unbelievably potent and terrible that I was sick and vomiting for literally 2 days straight. And I couldn't sleep all night because I was so nauseous and sick. That is not what we're dealing with here. This is not the same stuff. You need to save 7-0 with me. We need to sign all of those different things online that you can sign to make sure that it does not get banned. Because this is an innocent plant medicine. It should not be something that psychedelics are going over and not getting banned, but this is. Like, mushrooms and ibogaine. Trump just literally talked about ibogaine. That is so dangerous. It's literally the most dangerous psychedelic. It's the most toxic. It has literal toxins in the roots and in the bark and everything. It is proven that multiple people have died from it in Africa taking it as ceremonial things. It's not safe to take. None of these things are safe to take that you have to be in a clinical place while you're doing it, because it's a very high likelihood that you could freak out, having an extremely unpleasant, dysphoric, and completely not therapeutic effect. Like, no, I'm sorry, but I've done tons of psychedelics in the past years, even in the past 2 years. 7-0 stopped me from doing them, but 2 years ago I was taking them every single day. And when I started taking 7-0 at first with them, it would actually stop the trips. It would stop my eyes from being dilated. It would totally block all those psychotic effects. Every time I was having a bad trip, I would take more 7-0, and everything would stop. And within literally 10 minutes, every time it was 10 minutes, and everything was gone. I'm talking full-blown hallucinating, seeing entities, feeling like I was possessed and going to lose control. And I would take 7-0, boom, everything's gone. Everything is gone. That is what we need. We need something like that, a miracle medicine that is an antipsychotic available for the public. So, yeah. support it. Go online and sign all the things you can to make sure that this does not happen. I love you guys, and I love all my fellow 7.0 medicine users, so have a great day. And if I was you, I would be getting as much of this Vivid as you can, because it's the cheapest and highest quantity you can actually possibly get of 7.0. Besides a couple other brands that are jars for like $70 with like 25 or 3,000, but it's not even much more of a deal. It's barely only by a couple of dollars. So yeah, remember this package right here, Vivid, $39.99 for 1,000, and it is the strongest quality there is. Have a great day.